That's going to be the only chance that they really have winning. Because think about that fight we just seen, how easily that LowELO beat them.
It looked pretty easy, at least from our vantage point. But hey, I mean, these games, the slightest mistake at the slightest millisecond, I mean, and that's going to be game over. Like these are very high-tier teams. They know what they're doing. They're practiced with each other. They definitely have all their aspects down, and they know their heroes inside and out. So, you know, one mistake could easily spell the game. And right now, it's not looking very good for CLG Game. They are very much on the defensive. They have to change up their build orders a little bit. Look at that Banshee's Veil. Not Banshee's Veil, sorry. But we did have that giant arrow come out from Big Fat. Interesting how it didn't stun her. I thought it was Banshee Veil. What happened there to us?
We seen the I don't know who ate that arrow, but we seen the arrow going in. It was a very short arrow, one that they were going to attempt to initiate on, or maybe even just to try to hold this back. We're going to be looking at LowELO get this tower to right around half health, which is where they're at right now. Mumu committing himself to the fight right now. Big Fat GG dropping down so quick here. Alistar with the pulverize trying to get back here. All the attention from LowELO now going on to Saint Vicious, who we see die to this. Mumu going to be taking the tower. The rest of LowELO going to be finishing it up, and now they're put in a position where they can go through, grab this tower, and possibly inhibitor. They still have a little bit of Baron remaining, and here we go. Malzahar throwing down that puddle, trying to force these guys back out of the fight. Everybody on LowELO at very, very low health. Tower is down. Alistar coming up with attempts to defend the shield from Jano onto Alistar, and now all that damage that LowELO possessed just drops right on top of that cow's head, and there we're seeing this inhibitor go down, and I think at this point CL Gaming has no real chance of being able to recover from this forecourt.
Well, not if they keep pressing the advantage. They are going to go straight for these Nexus towers. The defense is coming out from CLG Gaming. We do see an ally turret go down. Unfortunately, that bottom turret does seem to bit the dust, but that's okay because we've done so much damage now to CLG Gaming. They can take a tower, and it's not really going to matter too much. The arrow going out, no, so close, so very close to landing something that they might have been able to grab a combo onto that, but unfortunately, you know, LowELO, they got some pretty quick reflexes. It just avoided that by the skin of their teeth. The dragon is not up, however, it might actually be up within a few minutes. But right now, yeah, LowELO, they're going to be backing off a little bit, going to go recoup and regen, and I mean, 11-3. It's a pretty overwhelming gold bonus for them because I'm at 1,770 gold myself. That's how much global gold LowELO has, and I'm going to say you're at 0.
I'm at 965 right now.
Really? Did you buy anything?
I did not buy anything, so...
Oh, right, no, towers give gold.
Yep, so there's some tower gold going on there, two sets of gold. These guys yet to grab a dragon. And I still think they're attempting to hold off here, as we're seeing a lot of action at the top lane as Mumu being caught by Alistar and Olaf. Mumu trying to run away, bawling his eyes out. Please, please, please don't get me, Olaf! Oh, no! Trying to stun away, but nothing there to grab onto. And finally, after enough bashing and slashing and just destroying of him, he finally goes down there. Poor little guy.
He's built, you know, for tough. He really took, I mean, 2 heroes right there just slamming on him, and he's just running around in circles, and they still took their time killing him. Just kind of shows you how well built he is right now. I mean, just take a quick look at his items. 2 Hearts of Gold, the Sunfire Cape, and a Banshee's Veil to boot with the Mercury Treads. I mean, that's a lot of resistances, that's a lot of reductions, and it just kind of really showed there because they took their time killing him.
LowELO's put in a situation here now. They can either choose to do one of two things. They can either turtle it up. Well, actually, not turtle. They can play a little bit passive, gather farms, finish a couple items, get potted up, wait for Baron, grab that Baron, and begin to push. Or they can choose to push now. I think right now they're still going to be just as strong. I mean, with Baron, they're a little bit stronger. I still don't think they're going to have a problem taking down CounterLogic Gaming. But I would not let this Ashe get too farmed up, as she has picked up her Infinity's Edge, and she's going straight towards more damage as we see her grabbing that pickaxe.
At this point, you know, building a little bit more defensive probably isn't going to add anything to the game. So yeah, she is going to go straight for more damage, which is arguably what the team needs. Right now we do have big combos from LowELO that go down onto Big Fat GG, so maybe a little bit better positioning will help them out. But no, we are going to find elements there in the brush. He's not going to go back to town at all. It does look like Baron is back up, and they're going to do exactly what you said. They have all those new items. You have the Ashe Hawking shot going out, so they do know it is going to go down. Maybe they can finish it off, maybe they won't, but they do have a War ward there. I'm not too sure anyone actually has oracles here on Catalogis. They don't. We do have a Indo, but we do have flash. Movement speed's going down. We don't have an ultimate coming out. He's going to be trying to kite. The Big Bad Genie is going to be trying that, but we do have St. Vicious taking the brunt of the LowELO strike force. We do have that ultimate get out, but if we only did grab elements out of that, but it does look like Aurelia was able to combo down Ashe, no matter how careful that positioning was. Elements dropping as well, and that's going to be Malzahar left to do a solo job defending. We didn't lose anyone again, but so 3 kills there. It does look like Alistar has come back into the loop. I'm not too sure it's going to be enough to defend.
Yeah, one thing that you might have noticed there, that fight would have been much much sooner had Sion gotten his burst off there, but Malzahar grabbing him through the bush, and looks like, wow, Aurelia immediately going after Malzahar, who's actually managed to make it back there. Both towers are going down, and that's not going to be a problem. Inhib going to down. GGs are being caught out, and speaking of GG, down goes Hotshot GG as they have gone in on it. But like I was talking there, Malzahar grabbing that Sion from up and over the bush and actually getting through that shield and holding him out of that fight. Otherwise, that fight would have just been a blowout like we had seen in the other ones. Just instantly over if that burst damage was there. But let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, that was the first game of the week here, guys, between LowELO and CounterLogic Gaming. LowELO taking that lead 1-0, and I do believe we do have another game, but let's confirm with the teams. I know we started late, but I'm fairly sure we're still going to be up for another game. So there you go, guys. Both myself, Forco Jester, and Twiz thanking you here for game number 1, and we're going to go on to see if we can get a game number 2 going.
Yep, score 0-1 right now. Team LowELO doing just a great job there, and just so, like I was telling you, so much burst damage coming out of that team, and I had mentioned it from the very beginning there. And congratulations, I've earned enough IP to unlock a rune to boost my power. So thank you for that. Did you earn enough IP to unlock a rune to boost your power, Forecourt? I didn't think so. So let's assume that this is going to be going here, and let me begin to reset picks and bans for us here. Start deleting that top section there, and so we will have bans, and we will have picks. And if you don't mind, real quick, Forecourt, I'm going to excuse myself to the restroom, and you can talk for a minute. Is that cool? All right, well, I will be back to the restroom. Forecourt, the mic is in your hands.
Oh, man, I was totally muted for that.
Okay.
Man, oh, man. Okay, so, yeah, I've totally unmuted my mic now, but game number 1, LowELO taking that game, and we are going to have the game number 2 going on. I'm going to see if we can get the picks and bans started right now, but we are going to be resetting those overlays for you guys. And if you're just joining us, this is game number 2 of the game of the week here at National ESL with CounterLogic Gaming and LowELO. I'm the Forecourt Jester. With me is going to be Pat the Twiz Harrison as he comes back hopefully sometime soon. And the teams are going to take a few minutes there, have a smoke break, hit up that washer, and then we're going to get these picks and bans going. But hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry for the late start, as I'm just watching some of the IRC comments come out. But yeah, right now we did have a late start. The tournament server had to get downloaded onto a few of the CounterLogic Gaming team members, so we did start off late. We did have a 2v2 filler game there with the LowELO team members, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. We will be throwing stuff up onto OWN TV as well as YouTube. So, I mean, if you miss it here, don't worry. We got you covered. We will get the stuff up for you as well. I'm really hoping you muted your mic before you left there, Twiz, because I hear a lot of background noise there, unfortunately. So, some people are saying good commentary, other people are saying learn how to say LowELO, and other different things, but that's okay. It's all about the negative reinforcements that Pat likes to get, so...
I've been calling it LO for a long time, back in Age of Empires days, when that was their official thing. So, sorry. It's an old habit, tough to break. But where were we at? Are we ready to begin picks and bans again?
Everyone's just hitting up a quick smoke, get themselves a drink. They are going to be starting picks and bans here in the next few minutes. You've updated all the overlays, I do believe?
Yeah, we are all good here.
And I'm just going to field some questions here from IRC as we're just trying to soothe the raging masses. You can join up the game here if you'd like there, sir. But you will. It does look like you're going to be over to LowELO's team.
Okay.
And everyone's talking about 4 minutes ago because it is a 4-minute delay, which is fine. I even went and updated the IRC channel saying casters, Forco, Jester, and Twiz, and people are always jumping into the game, into the channel. And it's just like, so who's casting? Or I don't know. Maybe I need to make like a giant banner, put it somewhere on the internet. Maybe I should put it on Reddit, just like, here, go listen to these two. I don't know what game it is, just listen to these two. Maybe that will solve all those issues. Maybe. So, what'd you think of the last game there, Pat?
Very, very solid, man. I really like the team play out of LowELO, as I'll say it correctly, as you guys like there. I was really, really impressed with the whole sense of urgency that they had, making sure that they were solid ganks and making sure that all the team fights went more their way. I was a little worried because they had a lot of AoE burst damage, and we've seen that Janna pick there, and that Janna can definitely ruin an AoE burst damage team. But I don't think she was in a good position to get those ults off when they needed to be off, or she was stunned or pushed out of the fight. I mean, she did a cleanse, but we were yet to see, oh, this is going to be a great fight. Oh, no, Janna ulted. No. Kind of situations. So what was your impression of that match?
I don't know. It looked a little uncoordinated there from Counterlogic Gaming. I mean, they did start off late. We had to get them rushed into here. They do have a sub. Chaucer, as you can tell, is not actually here. So maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. Saint Vicious getting destroyed right off the bat there for the first win, for the first blood.